Here's what I want you to know. If you can work 40, 50 hours a week for somebody else, you damn sure can invest 40, $50 a week for yourself. You damn sure can invest $40, $50 a week in yourself. All right, family, in this video, we're going to walk through how you go from paycheck to prosperity. That's right, man. I want to talk to my new investors, my people that's new to the market, that want to get started, that want to put their money to work for them. And so in this video, I want to walk you through some repeatable stuff that you can use day in and day out to help you become a better investor. So at the end of this video, you're going to have some steps that you can repeat over and over again, and we're going to teach you how to scale those steps. That's truly going to take you to another level. That's truly going to help you see the market in a different way. It's truly going to help you know that you are capable of operating the machine. And the machine I'm talking about is the stock market. We see so many people using it. And just because we don't have the information or we don't have the skill or we haven't even built up the idea of how that thing works, we kind of often look at it as a scam. We may look at it as, I can't do that. And it can also be intimidating because for so long we have been trained just to trust a bank. We've been trained just to work. And then we've been trained, even as entrepreneurs, that the best investment we can make is just letting the money hold our money, or letting the bank do our 401k for us, or letting the bank plan for our retirement because we think they are financially smarter than us. So in this video, we're going to break some of those myths, and we're going to give you the power back that you deserve. Now, I want to start off with you saying something like this. Born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, man, I saw my grandmother struggle. I saw her go through the ups and downs. I saw her go from working a job to also being an entrepreneur. But the crazy thing about it was, no matter how hard she worked, she still had more months left than money. No matter how many hours she put in on a job, or no matter how much work she did with entrepreneurship, it became painful because she was still handcuffed by the paycheck because she wasn't taught investing. And like her, a lot of us wasn't taught investing. And so it has to be someone that breaks that chain. It has to be someone that's rebellious. It has to be someone that know that there is something better for themselves financially and overall in life than what they've seen everybody else do. I want you to get off that financial treadmill because it is exhausting. So in this video, we're going to walk through that. So before we get into that, I want you to like, I want you to subscribe, and I want you to share this. And I want you to just take a moment so we can analyze where you are right now so we can put you in a better situation. But before we can put you in a better situation, we got to face facts and we got to face truth. You can get on this network and you can get on these channels. You see so many people talking about money this, and I made this and I made that. And you start looking at yourself in a way like, damn, what am I doing wrong? And the reality is not that you are not doing the right thing. It's just that you don't have the information. And secondly, you don't have the belief that you can actually do the right thing. Now, I'm not telling you this just because I'm perfect or because I haven't made the mistakes. I'm telling you this because at one point I was exactly where you are. At one point, I'm telling you that all I knew was the trenches. At one point, I actually thought that I was just going to die in the street. That was my life. Nobody could save me from it. I thought that you was making money, you was doing something illegal, and so crime was the way. And then the people who I saw that wasn't living crime, they were broke. And so for me, I always told myself, like, why would I get a job if the people working a job is broke and the people that's hustling is the ones making money? In my mind, I only saw the hustlers making money, and I saw the people that was working the job still, not even living paycheck to paycheck, but one paycheck had them in the hole. They were never playing catch up. Paycheck to paycheck is actually when one paycheck can take care of you to the next paycheck come. But how many of us, including myself, know people that one paycheck itself isn't enough? So by the time you get to the second paycheck, you double down in the hole. And by the time you get to the third paycheck, you triple down in the hole. I just want you to understand that it's more than you that is on that financial roller coaster. It's you, not just you that's on that financial treadmill. It's not just you that's trying to battle your way through that financial gauntlet. And so in this video, we want to help you break free from that. And so if I can give you some small nuggets that can help you build belief along the way, I've truly done my job. So I need you to sit down with me for a second and just walk with me on this journey. Now, what I want to start off with is the first thing I really want you to do when you get to this journey, I want you to pick your brokerage account. Why? Why is that important, Trav? Because we need to have a primary vehicle that takes us across the bridge. Because we don't trust the companies that are responsible for helping us transform our money. Why? Because we have trauma with the what? Financial system. We've heard so many stories about the banking system. We heard so many stories about Wall Street and people that are, getting scammed off Wall Street and how Wall Street is taking so many people's money. So I get it. I understand. But in order to win the game, you got to play the game. And in order to play the game, you got to be a participant in it. In order to be a participant, the first thing we do is understand the rules. So the rules of engagement when it comes to building wealth through investing, rule number one, write that down, is start a brokerage account. And that brokerage account can be with TD Ameritrade. That brokerage account can be with Charles Schwab. That brokerage account can be with Robinhood. That brokerage account can be with Webull. That brokerage account can be with, I don't want you to use Cash App because it's not designed to help you in that way. So rule 1, let's get a brokerage account going. Rule 2, watch this. You got to connect your bank account, family. I get it. We live in a world where we don't want to connect our account. Is this real? Do I really got to put my social security number up? Yes, because you got to pay taxes on that money. So yes, you got to hook up your brokerage, build a brokerage account. Yes, you got to give them your social security number. Yes, you got to give them your address. Yes, you have to attach your bank account because your bank account is how you ship the money from your bank, which is the person who is, watch this, owning your money, lending your money, making money off your money, and you got to put it in the brokerage account, connected to the brokerage account, because that simple connection now transitions you from being a worker to an owner. That simple adjustment. And then after you do that, the next thing I need you to do is this. I don't even need you to buy stock. I don't need you to do nothing. I need you to go to the thing that says automate. I need you to automate this money because now you are taking on a transformation. Now, here's the dope part about it. You're going to ask, Trap, how much should I start with? Trap, what's a good place to start? Man, you can start with anywhere from $10 to $100 to $1,000. I need you to start anywhere in that bracket. $10, $100,000, $1,000. No matter where you was at the beginning, I want you to start in that bracket. Because that's the bracket that's going to most benefit you. And here's why. It's going to allow you to build an intimate relationship with your money. And it's going to allow you to build a better relationship with investing. Because then you got to start understanding what the vehicle is that takes you from consumer, that takes you from spender to owner, investor. So far we got 4 rules. First thing is start an account. Second rule is link my bank account. Third rule is automate. Fourth rule, decide how much. That becomes the thing that keeps so many people stuck is it's like, Trap, how much do I automate? Anywhere from $10 to $1,000. But here's what I need you to do with it. I need you to do it every time you get paid. Because in this situation, your money become your soldiers. And your soldiers start fighting for your freedom. And then what happens is you become the general that tells your soldiers how to go out. You become the general that give your soldiers marching orders, family. And today I want you to make the declaration that today you give your soldiers marching order. Today you give your money the right to free you. Today you give your money the right to free you, not to keep you enslaved. Most of our money keeps us enslaved because the money we have dictates the things that we go buy. Instead of saying, let me go buy these assets because they're on sale and because these assets acquire my freedom. These assets in the stock market work for me consistently while I'm even working. That's right. Your money in the asset or your money in the stock market is going to work twice as hard for you than you going to clock in to work for it. So 1, we need you to start the account. 2, we need you to connect your bank. 3, we need you to automate the savings. 4, we need you to decide how much. Trap, why? Why are you telling me this now? Because I understand that we are in some unprecedented times. And I watched, just like some of y'all, we watched our parents get paid every month and still be confused financially. We watched our parents get paid every week, every other weekend. At the end of the month, we watched them those 3 days, 1st, 3rd, 15th. We watched them still be financially exhausted. We watched them be frustrated. We all heard, don't ask me for nothing when we go in that store. I ain't buying you nothing. We all have heard it, and that is a sign of financial trauma. But watch this, when we automate it, we now keep it from being a hassle. When we automate it, it now becomes a trigger that gets pulled every week or every time I get paid that goes out and fight for me. Imagine how long and what would happen if we consistently pull that trigger. Here's the one thing I'll tell you. You increase your quality of life when you increase the way that you invest. So if you're not investing, how can you really say that you are true about getting money and building wealth? And if you only investing every so often, we got to do it weekly so that it becomes a part of our DNA. Just like you eat breakfast, or just like you eat lunch, or just like you eat dinner, just like you got to stop at Starbucks, or just like you got to have your such and such every week, or you got to have your cheat meal, or you got to have your drink. This automating of your investing helps this become a part of your new financial DNA. So that's what this video is for. And next on the list, I want you to think about what you want to buy. You don't know what to buy. Trap, I don't know what to buy. As a beginner, you can buy ETFs, index funds. That's the S&P 500, the VOO, the SPY. You can buy the SMH, which is an ETF. You can buy XLF, which is an ETF that focuses on finances. XLK, which focuses on technology. Eats, EATS, which focuses on restaurants. Because I truly understand the importance of this. I understand how I'm watching people change their lives. Yep, you can be a business owner, but guess what, yo? You can also be an investor of the top 10, 12, 15 of the top businesses that's shaping the world. The problem is you got to know that you deserve to own these businesses. I don't know which one to buy. Stop looking for the next Apple. Stop looking for the next Amazon. Stop looking for the thing that's going to hit you a home run. And I need you to just consistently be cool with getting base hits. Because here's the thing that we know for sure. Base hits can get you to the Hall of Fame. So 1, we opening up the brokerage. 2, connecting our bank account. 3, automating it. 4, we deciding how much. 5, we buying the S&P 500, the VOO. We buying some type of index fund or we buying some type of ETF. And then 6, I want us to buy one technology stock. And the reason why I want you to buy one technology stock is because we see the way that the world is going. And then I want you to buy one financial stock. And the dope part about being on Robinhood or these other accounts, as much as I'm not a fan of it, like they allow you to invest incrementally, and that's cool until you're able to put yourself in position to get a whole share. Now, what I would tell people to do all the time is save and then invest, save and then invest, and then save it, or because we automate now, it's automatically coming into our what? Bank account. Today in this video, I want you to make the declaration that you will be the first generation of millionaire in your family. And that comes by following these small steps. You don't need bigger goals. You need the systems that help you get to the goal. And what we did just now was talk about the systems that you're putting in play. You are picking a broker. You are automating you're connecting your bank. You automating the money every week out your bank. That alone puts you in a different category. This is a real big homie conversation that we get so swept up into the accolades and the dollar amounts that we forget the fundamentals. And that's how I started this game. I started this game on fundamental investing. And then from fundamentals, I started with just a belief. So I want you to understand, you can truly surpass me in shorter time if you tie in with your beliefs that tie into your purpose, and then you activate every step you go. This game changes so many of us, and it changes so many of us fast. The biggest problem that we have, and the one that I see the most, is we blaming each other while other cultures and other ethnic groups are coming up through the roof. We understand something, yo. It ain't never been easy for us. It ain't never going to be easy for us. So we're going to stop looking for it to be easy to us, but we're going to make wealth a part of our what? Genetic DNA. Because you're worthy and it's your birthright. So when somebody asks you to spend your investing money, you say, I can't. All my money tied up in investments right now. When somebody asks you to borrow money, I can't because all my money tied up in investments right now. That's one of the easiest things you could say to anybody. Hey, all my money is tied up in investments right now. And the fact of the matter is, you're not lying. Here's what I want you to know. If you can work 40, 50 hours a week for somebody else, you damn sure can invest 40, 50 dollars a week for yourself. You damn sure can invest 40, 50 dollars a week in yourself. And so the moment you start investing is the moment you make the transition from worker to investor. And that's how you change your family's blueprint.